Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we will discuss the important and the mandatory fields to be filled in the account opening form and know your customer form. This will help in guiding the customers to fill in the form without any errors. The account opening form comprises of two pages. In the first page, on the top, there is a table available for making official entries by the postal assistant. This portion need not be filled by the customer. As per the instructions, the customer needs to take the appropriate check boxes, fill in the account opening form only in the capital letters and submit self-attested copies of the documents. The post office in which the account opening form is being submitted, that office name to be written in the to postmaster column. If it is a single account, then one photograph, and if it is a joint account, then all the joint account holders' photograph to be affixed in the photograph column. In the applicant or the guardian column, the name of the applicant or the guardian to be written. In the scheme column, the name of the scheme to be opened is to be mentioned. In additional facilities column, the add-on services whichever required for the post office savings account can be selected by putting tick mark in the relevant checkbox. In account holder type column, the type self or minor, through guardian or person of unsound mind through the guardian to be ticked accordingly. In the account type column, the check box for single or joint B or joint A to be selected as per the number of persons opening the account and their choice. If the account is opened in the name of a minor or a person of unsound mind, then date of birth, gender, guardian details and relationship is to be written in the column first. In the column number 2, the amount of deposit being made and the mode of deposit to be specified. Also, the details of the applicant like name, gender, date of birth, Aadhaar number, PAN number, CIF ID if available, present address, permanent address, mobile number, ID proof details, address proof details to be returned. In the specimen signature column, the applicant needs to sign 3 times and write their name. Column number 3 relates to various declarations to be given by the applicant. The applicant needs to declare that the applicant has read the GSPR 2018 provisions and the National Savings Scheme Rules 2019 and will abide by these rules and amendments issued thereto from time to time. In case the account is opened through an agent, the agent's name, authority number and the date of validity to be mentioned. In the column 5, the details regarding the starting instructions relating to credit from MIS or Senior Citizen Savings Scheme or TD account interest credit to SB or automatic transfer from SB to RD to be mentioned. In the MIS and SESS column, the number of existing MIS or the SESS account details to be furnished to ascertain the MIS and the SESS account individual limits has crossed or not. The applicant needs to sign the signature column of the declaration. Nomination is mandatory. The applicant needs to fill in the details of the nominee, that is, the name, full address, share of entitlement and the nature of entitlement. If the nominee is a minor, then date of birth of the nominee and the appointee details to be furnished. If the applicant is an illiterate person, then 2 witnesses are required for registering the nomination. The applicant needs to sign for the nomination column. This is all about how to fill in the account opening form in the proper manner. Now let us discuss filling in the KYC form. In KYC form, the applicant needs to write the name in capital letters and affix signature in 2 columns provided. The recent passport size photograph of applicant resembling the photograph affixed in the account opening form is to be affixed in the KYC form. If the joint account is being opened, then the joint account holder's name, signature and photograph is to be obtained. The details of the address of the applicant, mobile number, PAN number, Aadhaar number to be written in the address column. The applicant needs to sign in the declaration portion. Friends, this is all about how to fill in the account opening form and KYC form. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome. In this session, we are going to discuss how to find our duplicate KIF. That the applicant might be an existing savings scheme customer and already have a KIF ID. Now, shall we learn the simple process of finding the KIF of an needs to be created customer and already have a KIF ID. Now, shall we learn the simple process of finding the KIF of an existing customer based on Aadhaar number or the registered mobile number of customer. To find the KIF of an existing customer using either the Aadhaar number or the registered mobile number of the customer, the counterpart needs to invoke the menu CIF-INQ. In the selection criteria tab, either Aadhaar ID or the mobile number to be selected from the drop-down menu. In the Aadhaar ID or the mobile number tab, the respective number to be entered and click on Go. In the next screen, the KIF ID along with the customer name will be displayed. In the tab Authorized in CCRC, the letter Y will appear if the KIF is verified by the supervisor. Upon the verification of the customer name with respect to the account opening form and the KYC form, the KIF ID displayed can be returned in the account opening form and KYC form. Hope you have understood the simple process to be followed to find the KIF ID of a customer using the Aadhaar number or the mobile number of the customer. Let me conclude with a ray of hope that this video will be helpful to you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. In this session, we are going to learn how to find the existence of any duplicate KIF. You may wonder, right? In a previous session, using CCIF INQ command, provided mobile number, Aadhaar number to find the duplicate CIF. Then, what is the need for this menu? CDEDUP. Suppose if the Aadhaar number or the mobile number is not updated in any KIF number of the customer, then this menu CDEDUP is used to find the KIF number of the customer. So let us see how to use this menu in Finacle. First, log on to Finacle and enter the menu CDEDUP in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Enter the name of the customer in the name field. Name is mandatory field. Then type any other data given by the customer like date of birth or PAN card number, PIN code as a search criteria. Here the customer is providing date of birth, so we are entering it in date of birth field. Then click on Proceed. Now Finacle will list down all the CIF with a similar name and date of birth which matches with the search criteria. We have to be very careful in finding the customer CIF from the list. This is how we use the menu CDEDUP to find the existence of any duplicate CIF. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. We are going to learn about the procedure to be followed in Finacle for creation of Customer Information File ID, which is also called as CIF ID to a customer. On the receipt of account opening form and KYC form from the customer, the counter postal assistant needs to check whether any KIF ID exists in the name of the customer. If there is no KIF ID in the name of the customer, then the menu CCRC to be invoked by the counter PA for the creation of KIF ID. The procedure to be followed in Finacle for opening of a post office savings account. The counter postal assistant needs to use the menu CASBAO. Enter the menu CASBAO in the menu shortcut field and press Go. Choose the function code as open. Next, enter the KIF ID in the KIF ID field. Next, skip code field. In post office, we are opening two types of account. They are SB Gen account without checkbook and SB Check account with checkbook. Choose from the search icon the relevant scheme code. Click on Go. This will open the account opening screen. Choose the mode of operation. In this field, whether the account is operated by self or jointly or through guardian is specified. Click on the search icon so that you get the options such as self, joint A, joint B, minor account, operated by self, minor account operated by guardian, lunatic account operated by guardian, and choose the relevant mode of operation. In the number of document received field, enter 1, that is to mention account opening form collected. In the document code field, click on the search icon. This will list the different types of documents. Choose the account opening form from the list. 016 is the code for it. Enter date of opening in the document date field. In scan details field, choose scan required from the drop down. Set the document status as document submitted from the drop down. Scroll down to nomination field. Nomination is now compulsory. Enter the nominee name. Choose the relationship by clicking the search icon. Enter the address of the nominee. Enter the PIN code. Once we enter the PIN code, the state and the city field will automatically populate. After entering the address in the nominee percentage, enter 100%. If more than one person is nominated, then the details of each nominee to be entered in a separate nominee details tab. Now, enter IN in the country field to denote India. In the nomination type field, two options, beneficiary and trustee, are available. Beneficiary is the person who will become the owner of this account in case of death of the depositor. He or she can withdraw the amount and use it for their own purpose. Whereas, trustee is the person who is not the owner of this account in case of death of the depositor. Trustee is a person appointed by the depositor to receive the amount and to hand over it to the legal head of the depositor. Scroll down and click Submit. The account number will be generated. Note down the account number in the account opening form and KYC form as well. Same needs to be verified by the supervisor. So let us see the steps to be followed. Log on to supervisor to verify the account. The menu to verify the account is CASBAV. Enter CASBAV in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose the function code as verified. Enter the account number in the account ID field and click on Go. Now, the supervisor has to go through all the fields and compare the data entered with the account opening form and KYC very carefully, and if he is satisfied, he can click Submit. Now the POSB account is successfully verified. This is how we open a POSB account. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Welcome to the session. We are going to discuss the funding of SB accounts, which is nothing but accepting deposit in the POSB account. The menu used for funding the post office savings account is CTM. So first, enter the CTM in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Add from the drop-down of Function field. In the Function Type field, choose Deposit from the drop-down and click on Go. Enter the account number in the Account ID field. After entering the account number, press Tab key. The name of the depositor will get populated and cross-check it with the pay slip. Enter the amount in the Amount field. Also check the sole ID of the account. Click Validate. This is optional. This is done just to confirm whether there is any error. Click on Post button. The transaction is now posted. The transaction ID gets generated. Write the transaction ID prefixed with a scheme on the top right side of the pay slip. Now let us see the role of the supervisor in verification of transaction. Log on to Finacle as supervisor. Enter CTM in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Verified from the Function field. Enter the transaction ID written on the top of the pay slip in the Transaction ID field and click on Go. Now, the supervisor must be very careful in checking the account number, name of the customer, amount, transaction particulars. Then click on Submit. Now, the message Transaction ID is verified successfully will pop up. This is how the deposit is made for the post office savings account and verified. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we should discuss the procedure to be followed for opening a joint account in the post office savings account. Since Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we should discuss the procedure to be followed HPBP. For a newly opened account, passbook is printed in two stages. Printing the first page of the account and printing the subsequent transaction page of the account. Once a new account is opened and verified, the counterpart needs to print the passbook. For this, enter the menu HPBP and click on Go. Enter the account number in the account ID box and press Tab. Check the name ID box and press Tab. Check the name of the depositor. Check in New Passbook tab. Yes. The start page appears as 1. Number. The first page of the passbook comprising of the name and address, sole ID, account number, scheme code, SIF number, etc. is going to be printed. Click on Print button. Click Yes and choose the passbook printer and then click Print. A sample of first page print saved in the PDF format is displayed on the screen. One alert message is also displayed whether passbook is printed correctly, yes or no. If no is selected, again the same page will be printed. If yes is selected, this page will be updated as printed, as will not be printed again. These steps are to be followed for printing the first page of the passbook. Now let us see how to print the transaction page on the passbook. The same menu HPBP to be entered and click on Go. Enter the account number. Now the page number shown is 2, which means you are going to print the subsequent transaction page. Also note the start line number appears as 1, which means the printer is going to print from the top of the passbook. You can change the alignment by changing the number. If you want the printer to start printing from the second line, you can delete this 1 and enter 2. Then click on Print button. Click Yes and choose the passbook printer and then click Print. A sample of printed page containing transactions in the PDF format is displayed on the screen. If you try to continue the printing again using menu HPBP, you'll be getting the message as passbook is already up to date, which means that you have printed all the entries and there is nothing to be printed. Friends, hope you have understood. Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we shall discuss how to weave the ledger of any national savings scheme. The menu which we are using for this is HACL line. First, enter the HACL line in the menu field and click on Go. Then click on OK. Enter the account number in the account ID field and press Tab key. On pressing the Tab key, the name of the customer appears. There are boxes from date and to date available. The date rate for which the ledger needs to be weaved to be entered in these boxes. Now click on Go. In the next screen, ledger is weavable with the details, account number, name of the customer, customer status shown as active, address and closing balance. You can see the sole ID to which it belongs to, the closing balance of the account, the opening date of the account, transaction date and the value date columns are available. The selected dates are visible. Also see there is a remarks field called narrative. Cash withdrawal. This is how we assess and view the ledger of any account. You can use this menu to view the ledger of any schemes. The inventory movement. In Finacle, inventory means the POSA checkbook stock. In this session, we see the steps to be followed by the supervisor of the sub-post office to receive the stock of POSA checkbooks from the head post office. In the checkbook receiving operation, head post office is referred to as external source, represented by the code ZZ, and sub-post office is referred as double log, represented by the code DL. The menu used in Finacle is HIMC. Log on to Finacle, enter HIMC and click Go. Choose the function Add and click Go. In the next screen, the box From Location class is available. As the check booking is being received from head post office, enter ZZ in the box and press Tab key. EXT, that is external, will appear. Since sub-post office supervisor is going to receive the checkbook stock in both to location class and to location code, type DL, double log. Now click on Accept button. Now click on Search icon, class type and select CHQ, the first option. Enter prefix of the checkbook, inventory alpha field. Enter the start number and end number fields. Here we are going to receive 1000 check leaves. Enter the check number accordingly. No need to enter the quantity. Once Validate button is clicked, Finacle will update the total number of checks. If the checkbooks received have a different serial number, then you can use the option Add and insert another row to add more check leaves. Click on Submit and the transaction ID will be generated and the message Added successfully will be displayed. Note down this transaction ID or the inventory of checkbooks and hand over it to the supervisor for authorization. Then comes the supervisor's role. Let us see the steps involved. First, supervisor should log on with his credentials. Then enter menu HIMC and click Go. Choose the function code as Verify. Enter the transaction ID. Now, the supervisor must check the movement such as from where the inventory is moving and where it is stored. Also check the check numbers and the total number of checks displayed. Before clicking on Submit, please note it appears entered but not authorized. For inventory movement, we need 2 supervisors to verify it. One supervisor will verify and another supervisor will authorize this. Click on Authorizer Details. See, there are 2 authorizer details who has got the power to authorize. Choose the user ID who is going to authorize by selecting the radio button. Click Authorize. Authorization screen will appear. Enter the password and click Login. Now click Submit as it is now appearing as authorized. Transaction ID is authorized successfully. The stock of POSC checkbooks is received from the external source and stored in our main stock. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. The steps to be followed by the supervisor to supply the stock of POSC checkbooks to counter postal assistant. In the checkbook receiving operation, supervisor is referred to as double lock, represented by the code DL, and counter postal assistant is referred as an employee, represented by the code EN. Let us see the steps to be followed in Finacle. First, log on to Finacle, enter HIMC menu and click Go. Choose Add from the function and click Go. The stock is now available in double lock. Therefore, in From Location class, choose DL, and from Location code also choose as DL. In the To class location, choose EM as the stock is being moved from double lock to employee. In the To location code, enter the employee ID of the employee and click on Accept. Now click on the search icon, Inventory Class Type, and select CHQ with the check serial number which needs to be transferred to counter postal assistant. Specify the end number of check leaves. Click on Validate button. The total number of check leaves will be filled in the quantity field. Click on Submit. The transaction ID will be generated and the message added successfully will be displayed. Now log on as supervisor to verify the transaction. Enter the menu HIMC and click on Go. Choose Verify. Enter the inventory transaction ID and click on Go. Before clicking on Submit, please note it appears as entered but not authorized for the inventory movement. We need 2 supervisors to verify it. One supervisor will verify and another supervisor will authorize. Click on Authorizer Details. See, there are 2 authorizer details who has got the power to authorize. Choose the user ID who is going to authorize by selecting the radio button. Click Authorize. Authorization screen will appear. Enter the password and click Login. Now click Submit as it is now appearing as authorized. Transaction ID is authorized successfully. The stock of POSC checkbooks is transferred from supervisor to the counter postal assistant. Friends, hope you have understood the steps to be followed in Finacle. Employee is going to merge the check leaves and form the checkbook. Here, the Finacle is using the word split check leaf. The actual meaning is merging of check leaves or combining check leaves to form a checkbook. Now we are going to combine 10 checklists and form a checkbook. Now let us see the steps done in Finacle. First, log in as operator in Finacle. Enter HISAI in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Split from the option. Please note there is no Verify option, which means that there is no need for verification by the supervisor. Splitting can be done by the operator according to the requirement. The name of the employee appears here. So, the employee can split only his inventory and not the inventory of others. Now click the search icon and choose CHQ and click Go. See, there is only one row. This employee has a check leaves in stock. Now, we are going to split into 10 check leaves of each checkbook. Now, starting serial of the check appears. Enter 10 in the items per unit field. Enter the number of units. Click Submit. The inventory is split successfully. Now, let me show how this appears in the Finacle. Use the same menu HISAI and choose the function Enquire. Choose the inventory as CHQ. Click on View Details. Now, there are checkbooks with the 10 quantity checklists in each with the employee. This employee can issue these checkbooks to POSA account holders who have availed the checkbook facility. Hope you have understood the process of splitting checklists into checkbook and you can perform easily when required. Thank you for watching. Download in Finacle for issuing CHB. Log on to Finacle as operator. Enter the menu HICHB and click on Go. Choose Issue from the function and select Acknowledgement Obtained as Yes. Enter the account number in the Account ID field. In the check type, click on the search icon and choose CHQ. In Begin Check Alpha field, click on Search button and choose the particular checkbook which is being issued to the customer. Click on Go. Select the checkbook by selecting this entry. Select this box. If you click on it, a tick mark will appear. Also, please note the first 10 checklists in one calendar year are free for the customer. Click on Submit. Now the checkbook is issued successfully. Now log on as supervisor and verify the same. Enter the menu HICHB and click Go. Choose the function as Verify. Enter the account number and click on Go. The checkbook serial number must be verified by the supervisor. Click on Submit. The checkbook is verified successfully. This is how we issue the checkbook to POSA customers. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. The procedure to be followed in Finacle for payment of POSA withdrawal more than 5,000 rupees. The menu used is CTM. Enter CTM in the menu shortcut field and click Go. Choose Add from the function field. Choose Withdrawal from the function type field. Click Go. Enter the account number in the account ID field and press that key. The name of the customer will be auto-populated. Compare this name with the withdrawal form. Also check the sole ID. If the sole ID of the office doing the transaction and sole ID of the account is same, that is, if the account belongs to the same sole ID, we can allow withdrawal up to any amount. If the account belongs to some other sole ID, we can allow withdrawal only up to 50,000 rupees. Check the signature and photograph of the customer using Get Signature icon. Click on Get Signature icon. Click on the signature icon and read the signature of the customer and compare it with the withdrawal form. To read the photograph, click over the photograph icon. You will see the photograph of the customer. Before making any withdrawal, we must compare the signature with the withdrawal and click on OK. Next, click on Submit. Enter the amount of withdrawal in the amount field represented by A and T. Also note the mode of transaction. If the customer is using a withdrawal form, we must choose withdrawal slip, which will be selected by default. If it is a check account and if the customer is using post a check for the withdrawal, we must select the radio button in the check and enter the check number and the check date. Here we are selecting withdrawal slip as mode of transaction. Click Post. The transaction is entered successfully. Next part of this transaction is verification by the supervisor. So log in as supervisor, enter CTM in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Verify field, then click on Submit. Now the supervisor must check the signature, photograph of the customer by clicking Get Signature icon. Read the signature, compare it with the withdrawal form. Once he is satisfied, click on Verify and click on OK and click Submit. The transaction is posted successfully. So friends, this is a procedure to be followed while giving a withdrawal above 5,000 rupees from a POSA account. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Procedure to be followed for making stop payment of a POSA check. The reasons for which the customer may request for the stop payment of the check may be loss of check orders. Submit an application mentioning the details of the check leaves which needs to be stopped from payment. On the receipt of application from the customer, the counter postal assistant will be using the menu HSPP to mark the check for stop payment, where the supervisor will be using the menu HSPPAU to verify the stop payment. Let us see in detail the fields to be entered in the menu HSPP. First, enter HSPP in the menu field and click Go. Choose Stop Payment from the function. Enter the account number. Enter the check number No, there is no need to enter the prefix. Enter the number of check leaves that needs to be marked for stop payment. Click on Go. No need to enter anything in the next screen. Just click on Submit. You'll get the message as Stop payment is marked successfully. Reference ID, check number, number of leaves will be displayed. Note down this reference ID on the application submitted by the customer and hand it over to the supervisor for approval. Now let us see the procedure to be carried out by the supervisor for approving the stop payment of check. Log in as supervisor. Use the menu HSPPAU and click on Go. Choose Verify. Enter the account number and check number. Or you can just enter the reference number also. Click on Go. In the next screen, click on Submit. The check is stopped successfully. Now, let us use the menu HCHBI, which is related to checkbook enquiry. In this menu, the details of the individual checks can be viewed. Invoke the menu HCHBI. Type the person number in the account ID box and click on Go. In the next screen, click on Read Details to show the detailed report. Now, the checks that have been passed, unused, stopped, etc. can be viewed. The checks that were marked for stop payment are displayed under the column Stop. So, we have marked the stop payment for a check successfully. Friends, hope you understood the steps to be followed in Finacle to find the check using this check. HINQA. Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss the check enquiry menus. There are two enquiry menus, HINQACHQ, used to find which SB account is using this check number. And the next one is HCHBM, used to find the check and its status for the given SB account number. HINQACHQ menu is used to find the SB account by giving the check number as input, whereas HCHBM menu is used to find the check number by giving SB account number as input. Now let us see how this can be used in Finacle. Log on to Finacle and enter the first enquiry menu HINQACHQ and click on Go. Enter the check number you are searching for. Enter the SOL ID and click Go. Finacle will list all the accounts which are using this particular check number, because here we are entering only the check number and not the prefix. So you must search from the list. Now we have located the account for which the particular check is marked. Now let us use the second enquiry menu HCHBM, which is used to find the check and its status for the given SB account number. Enter the menu HCHBM and click Go. Choose from the function Enquire. Enter the account number in the account ID field and click Go. Now the check leaves issued to this account. The date of issue of check is appearing. The number of checks passed, unused, stopped or rejected can be viewed. If you click on the View Details, you will be able to see the detailed disposal and the status of individual check. Click on View Details. Now, the status of individual check can be seen. This is how we use the check inquiry menus in the Finacle, friends. Hope it will be very for approval of POSA high value withdrawal request raised by the branch post office. As you are aware, the branch postmaster is competent to make the POSA withdrawal payment only up to 20,000 rupees. In a POSA account, the holder wants to withdraw more than 20,000 rupees, then the branch postmaster will raise a high value withdrawal request in the TATFund device. The request raised can be viewed and approved by using the menu EXCW by the supervisor. So, let us see the procedure to be followed for approval of high value request by the supervisor in Finacle. So, first enter the menu EXCW in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Note, there is no verification option for this menu. Just select Modify in the function field. Enter the account number in the account number field. Choose the search icon in the request ID field. The request ID created by the BPM in the RACT device will be listed. Click on it. Click on Go. Now we are going to approve the high value withdrawal. So choose Approve in the drop down of Action field. Note, the SPM must check the signature of the customer by clicking on the Get Signature icon next to Account Number field. Click Submit. Now the request is approved successfully. The passbook and the withdrawal form should be forwarded to the branch post office for effecting the payment. Friends, hope you understood the procedure to be followed in Finacle. Procedure to be followed in Finacle for issuing ATM cards to POSA customers. Before issue of the ATM cards, please confirm whether the SIM number of the customer is updated with Aadhaar card, PAN card and phone number. This is mandatory for the shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Add from function. Enter the SIF ID of the customer in the SIF ID field. Click on Go. Enter the account number of the customer and press Tab, or you can use the search icon. The name will populate automatically and alphabets are allowed. See, there are two types of ATM cards available in post offices. One is personalized cards and another one is instant card. Instant cards, as the name suggests, it is available for issue instantly by the postmasters, whereas the personalized cards are something which is applied to CPC Bengaluru and they will be delivering it by post to the customer. It will be having the name of the customer embossed on the ATM card. Select the radio button in front of instant card for issuing the same. Enter the kit number correctly. Set the radio button in the primary flag as yes. Choose the action drop down. See, there are many options available under it, such as ATM PIN request, hot listing of ATM cards, renewal, etc. Select New Card Request. Click on Validate and Submit. Let me brief what are all the fields you must take care of. You must be very careful in entering. Radio button should be set in the instant card. Kit number should be entered correctly. Primary flag should be set as yes. Action should be set as New Card Request. Click on Submit. Record is added successfully. Now, hand over the application to the supervisor and the supervisor can also use the same menu CCMM to verify the same. This is a procedure to be followed, friends, for issuing an ATM card to the POSA account holders. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. We shall discuss the procedure to be followed by the account office for opening savings bank account opened by the branch post office through RACT device. The menu is CASBAO and the verification is done by the supervisor using CASBAV. For opening SB accounts, there is one additional step and that is funding using the menu HTM. In case of SB account, we will first open the account, verify it and funding is the last step. Only during funding, we will be debiting the office adjustment account of the particular BO and credit the SB account. Now let us see the process. First step is account opening by the operator. So log on to Finacle as operator and enter CASBAO in the menu shortcut field and click Go. Enter the SIF number in the SIF ID field. Choose the scheme code as SBGEN. If you know the code, you can type or you can use the search icon to select the scheme. The name and address of the customer will automatically come in from the SIF of the customer. Enter the field mode of operation as 012, which is a code for self-operated account. Enter 1 in the number of documents received field. Enter the FSI code allotted for the BO in the branch office field. If you know the code, you can type or you can use the search icon to select the BO. Enter 016 in the document code field. Enter the RACT unique number field with the RACT reference number. The RACT unique number
can be obtained from the receipt pasted by the BO
on the account opening form, or we can use the menu HACLPOA to find it. Scroll down and enter the nominee details like nominee name, address, relationship. Account is opened successfully. For verification, enter the menu enter the account, that is verification of log on as operator, and enter HTM in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose Add from the function code field. Choose Customer in Use from the transaction type field. Click on Go. We are now going to debit the office adjustment account of the BO and credit it into the SB account. Office adjustment account is represented as sole ID followed by FSI code of the BO followed by N. We have discussed in our earlier topic. Enter office adjustment account of the BO in the debit account field. Enter the amount in the amount field. Enter the reference ID in the reference number field. In the next step, the amount is being credited into the new SB account opened. Click on Go in the Restore Values field. Enter the reference ID in the reference number field and click on Go. Now, the entry made in the RACT by the BO is appearing. Choose the entry and click on Accept. Now click on Add. Enter the new SB account in the Account ID field. Click on Get Contra icon. The radial button of the credit gets selected and the amount what is available in the debit entry will appear automatically. Click on Post. Transaction ID is generated. Note of this on the pay slip. Now the supervisor must use the HTM menu to verify the transaction ID. Now let us see how the office settlement account appears after opening of the SB account. Use the menu HACLPOA and click on Go. Enter PM in the Report to field. Enter Office Adjustment Account of the BO in the field From Account Range. Enter the From period with today's date. Click on Submit. The report is generated. Use the HPR menu to view the report. Enter HPR in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Office Ledger Report is created. Select the report and click Print Screen. Now the Office Adjustment account is displayed and let us analyze the report. There are two entries. The first credit entry is created when the account is opened by the BO in the RACT device. Now we have opened the SB account in Finacle and debited this office adjustment account of BO. Therefore, the closing balance of office adjustment account is now appearing as 0. This is how the branch post office new SB account is opened and funded by debiting office adjustment account of the branch post office friends. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, let us discuss the procedure to be followed in the Finacle for merging of SIF IDs. There are chances more than one SIF ID may exist in the name of an account holder. This is because during the migration, due to non-availability of the KYC in Sanchaya Post, each account was migrated as individual SIF. Hence, multiple SIFs exist for the same customer. In such cases, the SIF IDs need to be merged into one. The menu used is HCCA. Now we shall see a scenario where SIF ID of a PPF account is merged with SIF ID of SB account of the same customer. Enter HCCA in the menu shortcut field and click Go. Choose Modify in the function field. Enter the PPF account number and click on Go. Old SIF number is displayed. Now enter the SIF of the SB account in the new SIF ID field. SB SIF should always be base SIF as ATM card is linked to this case. The name in the SIF will be updated in the account which is to be merged. Choose the reason code by clicking on the search icon. Choose the reason as SIF duplicate transfer and click Submit. SIF merger is completed and it needs to be verified. Log in as supervisor in the Finacle. Use the menu HCCA in the menu shortcut field and click on Go. Choose the function as verified. Enter the PPF account number in the account ID field and click on Go. Now the supervisor must verify the data shown in the Finacle with records and click on Submit. With this, the verification of SIF merger is also completed, friends. Thank you for watching this